Cecilia Mazzocco. I'm in 7th grade, and I asked the astronaut if he noticed any changes to his mood or his behavior while in space, and if he had any coping mechanisms to deal with this. He said that he thought it was very calm and peaceful in space. The only thing that really he thought changed a lot was the fact that just the environment, a totally different environment. It was amazing. I could never think that I would be able to do that and have that experience. And I think it was a great opportunity for me and the school in general.
My name's Davis Corman. I'm in 7th grade. Basically, we were chosen and we basically got together. We created a video for the VIPs, and then ever since then, we've just been doing little things here and there. And me and her, she'll introduce herself I guess later. We were chosen to talk. We were chosen to ask one of the panelists something.
Yeah, I'm Melina Weaver, and Davis and I and the rest of the committee, we were kind of just picked out of some students to be able to help with Mrs. Garman to be able to like put together this NASA thing. So it was pretty cool.
Well, my question was, does the weather affect? How does the weather affect like any of their communications from the ISS to space? They said for the most part, it doesn't. Most of the things don't affect it. Really, like most things, they can still communicate. But there are things in there. Mostly, they said like space weather, which I don't remember exactly the specifics, but certain things up there that can cause trouble from International Space Station Earth.
Yeah, I asked about how the metals and wires, how they are made so then they can resist the temperatures in space and all that kind of thing. And they sort of gave me an answer about like how the Challenger, how unfortunate that was, but they learned a lot about it. They learned how they have to keep the wires like specific so the temperatures don't really affect them so much, so that was pretty cool.
So I'm Madison Melius, and I'm in 7th grade, and my question was, what is it like being away from your family for months to years on end?
My question was, I'm Joseph from 7th grade, and I know that space travel has to put a lot of stress on the human body, so what type of medical preparations do you have to go through before you can leave?
I know that it's probably really hard to be away from your family because I love my family so much, so I just wanted to know what their opinion was on it.
I actually kind of used the internet. She said that we could use like other bits and pieces from other questions that people have asked before, so I kind of put a couple of them together into one big question.
So I was really excited. I was really looking forward to this, especially just to hear an astronaut, because he is like so many miles away from us in space. It's very like we were one of 13, I think, schools, she said, that were chosen to be able to participate in this event. And the thing was, even though everything didn't go as planned, we were still able to hear the astronaut, which to me was just really cool, because the moment his voice came on, it was like, wow, this is actually happening. Though we weren't necessarily, everything went right, I think it was really just a cool event to just see everything that happened.
I thought it was so cool. Like, the people who spoke, like, talked to the astronaut, their voices were in space. Like, out of this, like, atmosphere. They were, like, in space. And I think that's, like, so insane. Like, that's really intense. That's cool.